Welcome to Passing Time. I am Maddie.
And I'm Rose.
Today's episode is Leave Him. Basically, we hear stories and we think it's worthy to leave the guy. The first story it's about dating advice. It's under the subreddit for dating advice. I broke up with someone I love because I didn't feel loved enough and it didn't feel right. Am I wrong? I broke up with my amazing long distance boyfriend 5 months. Something just always didn't feel right from the beginning. On paper, everything was right. We communicated really healthily. We both had amazing careers. The sex was amazing, but there was always this nagging feeling of the spark being missing. Yesterday, he told me he felt like I'm more into the relationship than he is, and I couldn't take it anymore. I've given so much love and understanding. I always felt like I was never good enough. Not that he did something explicitly to make me feel this way, but I know what being loved like crazy looks like, and this wasn't it. I miss him, but I feel like I deserve to be loved how I love. Did I do the right thing? Thoughts?
I think she did the right thing. I mean, no one knows how you're feeling in a relationship except for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you feel like the relationship is not for you, if you feel like that person is not for you, it's better to leave him, like, once you start feeling that, then
To drag it out.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm the type of person who would drag out a relationship just because I hate breaking people's feelings. But in this instance, and I will always give the right advice, I will never take it myself. But leave him. You did the right thing. Don't turn around. He is not worthy of your love. The top comment is, you gave it a try. It didn't work out, and it's fine. You were honest with your feelings, so I'm going to guess you did the right thing.
But I also feel like that's what the talking stage is for.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's only 5 months.
Yes, it's only been 5 months. That should have been 5 months of just talking. She didn't have to be in a relationship with him.
Don't count him, girl.
And if you feel like somebody's not worthy, or you don't like someone or something like that, like, when y'all are talking before y'all start dating, you're gonna feel it. So I feel like she just had sex with somebody that she just
attracting them demons, child.
I guess.
The next top comment was, if you don't feel love enough, you don't feel loved enough. There's nothing wrong with ending a relationship because you ain't getting what you need or want out of it. When it comes to finding love, there's nothing wrong searching for what you need or want. Remember, you're dating to find, not to instantly settle. I think that just summed up everything, we need.
Mm-hmm.
And this next one is titled, it's for heartbreak. Ex has broke me into pieces. My ex-girlfriend broke up with me a little over 3 months ago. Said it was the healthiest relationship of her life, but didn't see me being the guy she's going to marry. Hit me with, she's into stuff like politics and I'm not. This blew my mind that this was the only other factors that she decided to mention. She breadcrumbed me after and kept hitting me up, and I felt let on a little under 2 months ago. I told her I needed space and blocked her. Today I had class with her. We worked for the same company, different buildings though, and she decided to sit next to me, and we chose to have a little small chat after class to see how each other's been. She proceeded to tell me that she'd been dating this new guy for over 2 months, and let me tell you, I'm absolutely crushed. I've been trying to better myself in so many ways, so whenever I ran into her again, I was hoping we could rekindle something. Hearing this was just as big as a blindside as the breakup was. P.S. She broke up with me day after her birthday. I'm unfortunately losing hope in relationship. Therapy hasn't worked out at all since the breakup, and I doubt it's going to help me now. I hate how even after hearing she's with someone else, I still care deeply about her. Most people would say, okay, F you, and leave. asked her if she was happy, and she said yes. And I said, that's great. I'm happy for you. Told her to take care and parted ways. Since the breakup, I've been spiraling down mentally, but doing so great for myself. Started hitting the gym, lacked the past couple weeks, honestly. Started therapy, started going to the doctor, taking care of my body. I'm applying for school, yet I'm still feel like my whole entire life is crushing. I'm 27. I feel like I'm getting too old and too hurt to keep going through this. I can honestly say I just want to find someone that makes me happy and will stick by my side through some ups and downs. Nowadays, people only stick around for ups and bounce at the first down. Sorry, this all happened today, and I'm just hurt. I lost.
He needs to move on. Try to move on, because she obviously is not interested. She doesn't care about his feelings. He just needs to move on and try his best to just forget about her.
AKA dump her. The top comment for this post is, hey, everything you're doing sounds great and you should keep doing it. Also, I totally agree on people leaving when things get tough, but those are exactly the kind of people who you don't need in your life. The best way to tell a person is really down for you is to see how they react when things get bad. That's when the strength of a relationship gets tested. If this person wasn't willing to stick around when things got hard, then don't feel too bad, because that just means she wasn't willing to put in the effort to keep the relationship. What has helped me is doing things outside my comfort zone, which is, for me, is going out and forcing myself to talk to new people. Also, being outside helps me to clear my thoughts. Talking with people close to you might help. I think that is also important. I think she was selfish to break up with him a day after her birthday.
Yeah.
Getting all the gifts, getting all the money, all the attention. We don't know what he did for her. He could have went all out, because it sounds like he's madly in love with this person.
Yeah, he really went.
I think, her leaving was fine, but her leaving after her birthday was messed up. She should have did it before her birthday.
Probably bought her a car or something, and then she left. Taking my car back.
Shoot, I'm finding you.
Right.
If I can't take it back, I'm slashing the tire, and nobody can have it. If I can't have it, nobody can have it.
Put salt in the the gas thingamajigger. Like, don't play with me.
Yeah, I'm not toxic in real life. I just put it out there. My husband, if you're listening, I ain't toxic. I ain't toxic. I can talk though. Okay. It's been 3 months and I still feel this way. That's the title for the new story. She ghosted me in August. It's been so long. A lot has happened after learning she cheated with a dude with a girlfriend, then my best friend. Yes, Rosine, her best friend, his best friend. I still want her lying, cheating to text me. She hasn't said a word to me. When I found out everything and tried confronting her, she just ran. Why couldn't she just talk to me? I still want her to. I cry all the damn time, and I wish I didn't. She ghosted me and downgraded to ugly dudes who only care for her looks and just send her down send her money for reason. Then she quit her job and is a stripper now. She's too beautiful to do that to herself. I'm trying to go to the gym and work, but she's just on my mind all the damn time. Stop making me feel this way. And before we start talking, he also commented, honestly, if she was going to do this to me, she could have stayed a stranger. Period.
You sound very heartbroken.
I think you need to leave.
Yeah, move on.
I'm like, even if it's just a random girl on the street, if she's ugly, say hello. Everybody got beauty. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholders.
Love is blind.
Amen. And I mean, maybe you only see the guy she's been with ugly because she's no longer with you. Maybe see that's a downgrade, because she's not with you. But look, I'm not playing the devil. Did not use that word. I am on both sides. I understand, I can say I understand not your pain, but I understand what you're going through.
How? Can you explain, elaborate?
No, because I've never been in a heartbreak, but I understand wanting somebody to notice you, or like for that guy to look in your way, but like
You can relate.
I can't. I just. It's not more I can relate. I lived through that.
Aww.
But it was never that serious. So Lord, like wanting, next story.
Is it getting a little deep?
No, I can't say it's getting a little deep. It's just like we were friends, and
now he don't notice you.
we still friends. I just don't notice him.
Oh.
Period. I moved on. At the end of the day, I had to do what was best for me.
That's good.
And then, man, this topic is getting really touchy.
For you?
Oh, no. For everybody, it's getting a little heavy.
I'm good. I don't know about you, but I'm good.
Okay, the next topic is under the subreddit, heartbreak again. Do you have something to say, ma'am?
No.
The answer is me. We were together for nearly 5 years, and then you just tell me you're done and you don't want this anymore. Who was the one who was abandoned and forgotten, but even though they were always there for you and your son? Who was called to you by your side when you were being rushed to the hospital, even though they discarded them 2 weeks prior? Who took care of you and your son when you were too sick from your celiac disease to even function? Whose heart was always broken when you were sick because they couldn't make it better for you? Who was the one who wished he could observe all your pain so you wouldn't have to feel any again? Who was the one who did everything he could to give you a better life? Who was the one trying to give us a house, planning for our future? Who was the one who offered you to move in with them for the time being, since you hated where you lived so much and couldn't stand living there anymore? Who became the focal point of your animosity because you hated your job and were frustrated because we couldn't find a house in a difficult real estate market? Who was the one who loved you so much that they overlooked all the flaws you had and accepted you as you were? Who was the one who thought the world of you and asked for next to nothing in return besides your love?
Aww.
Who is the one left asking what was the real reason we ended, because the other person lacks decency and encouraged to tell them the truth? Who is the one who is empty inside, heartbroken, lonely, misses the other person to no end? Who is the one who hates you, who hates what you did to them, but still wish you would come back?
I see some people be loving hard because, baby.
This was posted 8 hours ago.
Yo.
Heartbroken. Dump them.
Leave, bro.
I know, like, heartbreaks can be bad. I don't think I remember a time ever giving my heart to anybody like that, other than when I was a teen. It was like a little silly teenager thing, but I don't really consider it. I just think of an experiment, LOL.
And even that, I'm pretty sure it didn't go to that extent.
No, it did not, because, baby, we did not have no future. We didn't plan no future. I mean, we did plan a future as silly kids, we'll think, when we get an adult, we're going to get married, etc., but nothing past that, And this person said, I'm truly sorry you're going through this. I send you a hug, digital hug, and a lot of strength. And I told you before about heartbroken syndrome, where a person can, basically die from a heartbroken heart. That's why I mentioned to you, I refuse to play with anybody's heart because of that reason. Because you never know if that thing can trigger them to die, or like their heart muscles can get weak and literally rupture from that exposure. Next story, traumatized from ex-boyfriend cheating on me with his girl best friend.
Yeah, this before she even reads it, like, don't don't let do not let your man have a girl best friend while y'all dating. See, I used to think there was nothing wrong with it, but like even then, even though I didn't think there was anything wrong with it, whenever I feel like I'm about to date somebody or I'm about to get in a relationship with somebody, ever since my last relationship, I cut them off, because I met my best friend after my last relationship. But like when I feel like it's about to get serious with a dude, I cut my best friend off, and he understands, and your best friend should understand too. Like you have to just to respect your partners, just to respect them in general, because oh Jesus, it's too many stories. Like
Absolutely. I can relate. I had a boyfriend about a year ago, and things were perfect until the 6-month mark was around the time he introduced me to his girl best friend and said she was like his quote-unquote sister.
Man, don't be believing that. Don't be believing that, because that's not his sister, okay? Because unless they come from the same womb, that's not his sister. Over here talking about something that's not sister, and they end up sleeping with. Bye. Anyway, continue.
I knew from the minute I met her, it's sus. The first time she met me, she was overly eager to be friends with me, but I could tell by her body language and the look in her face how pissed off she was every time he touched me. The 2 more times I met her, she wouldn't even look at me or talk to me. She was sitting really close to my boyfriend and being touchy with him and shutting me out. I could feel that my energy radiating off of her. I thought, okay, maybe I'm being jealous, so I sent her a friend request on Facebook and tried to be open to being friends with her, and she wouldn't accept it. I told my boyfriend it's weird she won't accept my friend request. He told me I was being crazy and looking into things too much. They started hanging out alone without me all the time. I was super fed up at this point. I looked through their messages, and she was inviting him to dinner and sending him a bunch of flirting emoji. And I told him that it made me uncomfortable. And he said she's just a very affectionate person. I told him to text her to add me. Then he texted her, you should add my girlfriend on Facebook. And she replied with 3 dots, ... quotation. And she did 2 red flag emoji. I said, why did she just do that? And he said, I don't know. I would just delete her. I just found out he obviously didn't delete her. And he said he just forgot. Yes, I know I should have broken up with him. I broke up with him for another reason too. But he contacted me the next day after I broke up with him to let me know that not even within a few hours after I broke up with him, she picked him up, clown emoji, and he went to her house and they slept together and proceeded to tell me they were getting an apartment together, are going to be together, and they have been messing around for months while we were together.
Yes.
I'm very open to dating again, but every time I see a guy has a girl best friend, it gives me flashback, and I end up writing them off to avoid a similar situation. I mean, is it really wrong to refuse to date a guy who has a girl quote-unquote best friend, or am I just I'm going to F up my dating pool, LOL. I know it's not necessarily healthy, and that therapy is the answer, which I'm looking into. I don't know. I just needed somewhere to vent because I've been carrying this wound around for a long time, and I don't want to be a controlling partner in the future just because of my negative past. I'm just more so hurt that a woman can smile in your face knowing she wants to stay with boyfriend. You have to be a super evil person to do that. I mean, aren't women supposed to stick together? ?
Oh Jesus, I don't even know where to start. Y'all, girl, first of all, dudes should not be hanging around her when you're not there. right? And the girl should be okay with you feeling that way. Or like you could have told him, yeah, you told me it made you feel uncomfortable and you told him to stop talking to her. Right when you seen the way he reacted, you should have known, I need to go or I need to stay. Because if he told you he deleted her, and you found out he didn't, it's time for you to go, because obviously there's something going on. Why doesn't he want to delete her? Like, what is it?
Dump him and throw him in trash.
And there are girls out there, like, if you out there and you do this, man, like, don't stop, because it hurts people. It hurts a relationship that could have probably lasted for years, a relationship that could have lasted forever. Like, don't do that. Do not do that.
This got the most votes, and OP looks like she has been responding a lot in the comment. And this person said, your ex was even more rotten than his friend. It takes a special kind of malicious to send texts like this. He went to her house and they slept together and proceeded to tell me they're getting an apartment together, are going to be together, and they have been messing around for months while we were together. I mean, why not just break up with you and be with her?
Right.
At any rate, don't discount a guy with a girl best friend. Just pay attention for the red flags and don't stay with anyone who dismiss your concerns.
And another thing, like, some of them are not that bad. So tell them what you went through. Tell them, what your things are. And, like, see how he reacts. See how the best friend reacts, because that will tell you everything. If you tell the guy, hey, I don't want you to have best friends because of this and this reason, tell him about your past, and he continues talking to his best friend, and he, like, basically dismisses you, baby girl, just leave him. I feel like that's something that you should bring up to a guy that you're talking to, like, before y'all start dating. If he has a girl best friend, ask him if he do. If he doesn't, okay. If he does, let him know about your past. Let him know what you've been through, with girl best friends. Some of the girl best friends, they're not that bad. They're actually there that are good, So, and those girl best friends that are good, they will you will know. They will show themselves. You will see the signs. Basically, you will see the signs, and I'm pretty sure you will know, because I hear there's some crazy people. I'm telling you, there's some crazy people. But I can relate to that, guys. I didn't date this guy. I didn't we never got to the point where we dated. It's just like him and his so-called sister were just a little too close for me, and I was just like, you know what, that just don't look right to me. Even though we didn't date, I never said anything to him. Like, I was just like, that does not look right. So
I think other people may have said something to him, and he just didn't care or nor listen to those people concerned.
You talking about my guy or the
both?
I mean,
if you are talking about who I think you're talking about, I think both.
Yeah, people had, man, let's leave the past in the past.
Okay, so she replied to that comment, oh yeah, for sure, I do acknowledge it's way more than his fault than hers fault, 100%. She didn't know me or owe me anything. I can't imagine what he told her to manipulate her into thinking that they were doing was okay. I just really wish there were more girls who see men aren't worth fighting over. And then someone else replied, wow, I really wish more women would think like you. Your boyfriend's full of trash, and so is his quote-unquote best friend. He was just mad that you broke up, LOL. And she said, trust me, I wasn't perfect and blamed all on her for months to cope. But I slowly realized eventually he's the one who should be getting all of the heat because it's his responsibility to be faithful and not hers. She was probably manipulated too because I figure you have to be deeply insecure and have some issues to be so comfortable with helping ruin a relationship. Definitely wasn't excused her behavior though, and I still don't like her. I tried to look at things differently.
Y'all gotta watch out for them. Serious. The ones that they call their sisters but are not actually their sisters, those are the ones y'all gotta watch out for. Be lying to me.
Blood is not thick.
But like, I'm telling y'all guys, like, y'all gotta watch out for that. Cause like, she probably just been trying to find a way, or he probably been trying to find a way to be with her.
She said she's too busy to date right now. Did I respond correctly? I went out with a girl that I met at Target. We went on an awesome first date, kissed, and she held my hand. Then this morning asked if our second date was still on for tomorrow, and she said, I actually wanted to talk to you about that. I'm sorry to do this on such short notice, but I have a lot more work than I thought this week. And I think I want to focus on my grades right now. I really need to buckle down. I don't think a relationship is good for me right now. You are a really sweet guy. I hope we can still be friends. In response, I said, awesome. Was that the correct response? I already know that pleading with her doesn't work, so I thought I'd be the opposite and respond instead of react. I mean, at least she was honest. But dump her. My reason is I know people who has been in a relationship knowing that they were not ready for a relationship, because for me, when you jump in a relationship, I'm thinking of the end goal is marriage. You're not in a relationship just to kill time. You're not in a relationship because you want to be in a relationship. You're playing with people's emotion. People get attached to you. They tell you things they never tell anybody else. They don't need to keep telling the next guy, if you ain't ready, leave her alone, leave him alone. I mean, she was very truthful from the very beginning. I can't get mad at her. Like, y'all could have been dating a year on. She'd be like, hey, look, here's the thing. I still want a life for myself. By the look of things, she's probably a high school, college student in my definition. So she's probably in the 16, 24 range. She still want to live, you know? So marriage is not a top priority for her if she's focusing on her grade. Or maybe she just don't like you, period. And I rather she's very upfront about it than string you along and then realize, hey, I still got a whole life ahead of me. I want to explore the world. I want to enjoy living by myself. I want to enjoy, doing things people my age are doing. So I can't get mad at her, even though I say trash her for not being straight up honest and using schools and skills. Hell, all you guys who ever asked me out and got rejected by me, trash me too, because I do use that as an excuse why not to date. But legitimately for me is I can't focus and be in a relationship at the same time.
If I tell you that I want to focus on school and that I don't want to date you, I'm lying to you. Honestly, because like my plans are basically to like date someone for, I wouldn't say for like 6 years, but like for a couple of years. Get to know each other, get to know the person.
What?
Before I
You don't want to get married within a year?
No, the heck? No.
It's first love.
I don't care. Like, we gotta be dating, get to know each other and all that in order for me to So I'm open with dating right now. I'm 20 years old. I'm open with dating until 24 years old, 25 years old. That's okay.
So when you get to that age,
I know this person is
So 4 years and then engaged for 2.
Engaged for 2. The heck? If we dated for 4 years, why be engaged for 2 years? We've already dated for 4 years.
You said 6 years.
No, I said not 6 years or anything, but
Oh yeah, like for me, when I find him or when he finds me, when God bring him, when God brings him. Honestly, I don't see why I should be dating you more than 3-4 years. And that better be with a ring on my finger, dude. If there's no ring, by the third year or 3.5 years, you're wasting my time. We need to go our separate ways. Or there gotta be a legitimately real reason why we're not married. Like either I'm getting my law degree, or you getting your law degree, you getting a doctor, you doing whatever to better you and us in our future. You cannot just be sitting at home. You know, you better be doing something, either making money or adding on to your knowledge. That's it.
Yeah, well, I feel like if I tell you, like I said, if I tell you that I'm trying to focus on school, I'm lying. I just don't want to date you. I don't like you. Okay? And I'll give you a chance before I tell you that, baby. Like, I'll give you a chance. But some of you guys that be coming up to me just don't be in. Like, y'all do not be in. Y'all gonna get blocked.
Top comment is, no matter what your response is, it's over. She told you that, so all you can do is try to maintain your dignity by not whining or begging her to stay, which you did, so it's fine. And he replied, yeah, dignity is all I got. Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's bad. It's okay. You'll find somebody who's for you.
I caught my boyfriend cheating on me with my best friend.
Caught him?
Yes. I am beyond humiliated. Humiliated?
Humiliated. English is our second language, please.
Come at me. No comments, though. Come at me. I dare you. Hi, everyone. The past few days have been some of the worst of my life. I'm not sure exactly what to think or do. This is my first time posting on here, so please bear with me. Every time I think back to the moment I caught him with my best friend, whom I've known since we were children, I have to physically fight off the urge to vomit. Sometimes the pressure on my chest gets too much that it hurts to breathe. I haven't eaten. I barely sleep. I wish you would. I've had to use a few personal days this past few days, as I cannot even fathom the idea of getting out of bed, let alone heading to work. I, 24 female, had no reason to believe that my boyfriend, 26 male, would ever do this to me, betrayed me, humiliated me like this. I met my boyfriend when I was undergrad, my freshman year. He was 2 years into his engineering degree. We met at a party at his fraternity. It was hosting. We've been pretty inseparable since he first asked me out. He is my best friend, my person. We have the kind of intimacy that you don't get with many people in a lifetime. And I constantly had to pinch myself throughout my relationship every time I look at his handsome face. He's the kind of a man that will ask me to slow dance in our kitchen to my favorite John Mayer song. I would often joke with him whenever he would come home. Yes, we share an apartment together. From the gym or work a little later than anticipated, ask if he had been out effing another girl. I would ask how the sex was and if she was better than me. But these conversations were always in good fun, never serious. We would always end up laughing it off because the idea of him ever straying is so far from the actual truth. He constantly reassuring me that I have nothing to worry about, that he loves me so deeply, he chooses me every day, that he would get a tattoo on his skin if it meant that much to me. Obviously, I told him he would do no such thing. He really is everything I could ever want in a partner. He was my everything, which makes what happened all the more nauseating. Yeah.
Nauseating.
Oh, close enough. This past Sunday, I was called into work. I'm a nurse, but I'm just starting out at this place. So it's very typical for someone in my position to start on call. A mutual friend of my boyfriend and I throwing birthday party at his lake house and asked my boyfriend and I to come. My best friend, 24 female, who I was supposed who was supposed to now my ex-best friend, was also going to be there. She and I went to the same college, but were in different majors. She has been in relationships, but what I call a serial dater, a new guy every few months or so. I never had any reason to suspect anything was happening between her and my boyfriend, as they were always cordial and got along just fine. We would eat takeout together at our dining room table whenever she would visit, and the conversation was always very surface level. The kind of relationship you wouldn't expect between an older brother and a younger sister. And if she stayed the night, she and I would sleep together in my bed, and my boyfriend would take the couch in the living room at his insistence. Her and I graduated high school and college together, and while I haven't had as much of a chance to hang out with her as of recently, she's currently in school for her master's due to our busy schedule. I never in a million years could predict she would do this to me. Damn, this is long. So Saturday, I told my boyfriend that I would try to make it to our friend's party, but he should go have fun. At least he relented, saying he was fine staying in, but finally gave in and agreed to go for a couple of hours. I ended up getting to leave my shift a little bit early, just past 11 p.m. I've been texting, snapping him throughout the night, and he stopped replying a little after 10. Again, I had no reason to be suspicious or concerned at all, as I trusted this man completely and fully. I didn't actually arrive until a little after midnight at the lake house, and to my surprise, found a lot of people were there. I wasn't able to get a hold of my boyfriend, my best friend, which I figured was fine, and chalked it up to having let her phone die. After asking around, including the birthday boy, I was told to try one of the many bedrooms upstairs. He wasn't in any of the room, but as I approached the in-suite of the master, I heard moaning and was what clearly sounded like two people effing. I will never forget the way time stood still as I opened that door, finding my boyfriend's 6-year buried deep inside my best friend. I couldn't find it in me to actually say anything that moment. I think I was in shock or anything. Only after he noticed me standing there did I snap out of my monetarily gaze and ran out of there. Both he and my best friend completely naked, scrambling to get their clothes back on. He claimed it was a mistake and that he was sorry. I could smell the whiskey on his breath, so he was clearly drunk. I could think they were both crying. I couldn't care less. I couldn't even really see past a few feet in front of me. I struggled to breathe. Finally, with a really crowded atmosphere of the house, he tried grabbing me on my arm to get me to listen to him, but only after shouting at him to not touch me did he let me go. When I made it home, I immediately looked up last-minute services to get my locks changed, which were done at the same point the next afternoon. Both he and my best friend had been blowing up my phone with text calls, requests to FaceTime. I couldn't bring myself to look at any of the messages. I've been so numb to the world. My entire friend group has been texting me. They can all get effed for all I care. He hasn't tried to come home the past few days. He probably suspects that I need space after I blatantly caught him balls deep in someone else. My best friend, I think he might be staying with her, but I'm not sure. I'm devastated. This feeling that I'm going through, I would never wish on anyone. He is the second half of my heart. I thought I was going to marry this man. Also, everything with him, he was my future, and she was my closest friend. I'm sorry for the novel long post, but clearly I need to get some of this out. I'm not sure what to do next. I refuse to answer any of his or her texts. A part of me has entertained the idea of just icing them out, completely cut off with communication, get a few free friends to move his sugar honey iced tea out to the curb. We collectively own this apartment, so eventually we may need to figure out what happens with them. I'm just so lost. If anyone has gone through something similar with like this, any words of encouragement would be deeply appreciated. I can't seem to get any of that from my life right now. I'm so tired of crying. Yeah, every time I entertain images of that night, my already tired eyes start watering up again.
Wow.
That's all I have. No word of encouragement.
Get through it. Go. Like, you got it. I think you got it. Don't stop eating over no guy, though.
Don't lose no sleep over no guy either.
Like, baby girl.
I know it happens, and we're not making fun of you if that's you. I mean, God bless you, but it's also a curse. Like, shoot, did they have to do that? Man, I'm gonna be skinny.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, oh my gosh, you can't change what happened. It happened.
Mm-hmm.
If it happened to me, I probably will burn the house down or something like that, or the room down, because ain't no way you doing that to me. And that's why, like, I feel like if you are someone who parties and your boyfriend is someone who parties, yes, there's, you you can trust somebody so much. But if your man drinks, or if you drinks, if both of y'all drink, don't go to parties without each other.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all are party people, do not go to parties without each other, because there's bound to be something to happen. Because once you drink, you're not in control of your mind. You're not in control of anything. You over here, you can barely stand straight. Like, you're not in control of a lot of things. So just don't go to parties without your partner. And jeez, just don't drink.
Period.
Do not drink. Like, drinking is not it.
The top comment is, don't talk to them. There's no explanation for what they did. I'm pretty sure they are effing longer than you know. Don't text him back. Don't let him manipulate you. He's only sorry because he got caught. You will break up with him, and he will start dating your best friend. So do not take him back, no matter what he said. Give him his stuff, and then try to move on. You're only 24. Don't let a man destroy your life. You'll be happy again. I'm really sorry this happened to you, but now the trash is out, and you know how disgusting both of them are.
Yeah.
Trash him out. If a guy is willing to do that, literally do that. A guy of 6 years.
Oh, she said they were together for 6 years.
6 years.
Just he not getting his stuff out. I'm burning it.
The next title: my girlfriend of 7 years broke up with me.
7 years
Today. Yeah, I mean yesterday. It was posted 10 hours ago.
Oh.
We both still really love each other and believe we might be soulmates / the one, whatever you want to call it. But she says she needs to be single and meet new people. We both were in our late 20s and have been together for 7 years. We have not had many issues at all. We have gone through every tough time, and recently we have been talking about how good everything has been, how much fun we had. But these inner questions are looming me over her. Is this what I want? Could there maybe be something better? She says she hates that this is happening and wish that she just had met a bit later in life, and I believe her. She's telling the truth, and that's both comforting and makes it hurt more. She has postponed her decision to finally tell for quite some time, because we enjoy each other so very much. She just can't get past those questions and fears that were looming over us for the rest of our life. She doesn't follow their calling and keep us from fully connecting in the long term. We both hope to go our separate ways and function as single people, and hopefully find each other once again in months or maybe years. I have accepted the fact that we must have been apart for her to figure out what she wants, but it still sucks so very, very much. I have good friends that are here for me, and my parents are very supportive. I know, kind of privileged. I'm scared of the loneliness to coming home from work to an empty apartment, forced to be alone with my thoughts. Any comforting words or advice is appreciated. I'm mostly writing this to tell people and talk about it, since I feel like it helps me process it all.
So the relationship was good.
Yes, according to him.
There were no issues.
According to not that many. She says she feel like they're soulmates. He's the one. It just, she feels like she needs to date other people to really know, because they've been together since early or mid 20s. I said that's BS. Dump her.
Yeah, just leave.
I feel like that's an excuse to mess around with other people. Because if you believe they're soulmates,
then why break up? Like,
there shouldn't be no other voice asking you, is this truly the one? Like, sure, if, for example, if I'm being together with you for 7 years and you basically the only person I have known for a long time other than my own family, and if I'm telling you, hey, let's see other people, I lost feelings for you, I lost respect for you, and for you to agree to this and to continue waiting for her, she lost respect for you, and your dignity is no longer there. I'm sorry to say this, but if a person ever to say that, they need to find themselves. There's nothing with finding themselves. Also, they should not expect you to wait for them. Because what if she finds this person and then he's the one too? Not only have you wasted your time, you probably wasted your money too, trying to find the next it person. You know, it's crazy. Anything you'd like to add on to that?
It's like when people be saying, oh, I need to focus on myself. If you can focus on yourself and also be in a relationship. Actually, sometimes the relationship makes it even better. Like, the person you're with helps you. He helps you or she helps you. And, like, you understand yourself more than you ever did. So don't if I tell you that I need to go find myself or whatever, I don't want to date you. Bye. Because, like, the right person, or if the person is good for you, they will help you with that part of life.
Yeah. They will fill in the holes that you're missing.
Yeah.
And one of the comments.
Hold on, let me add this. Girls just be lying to y'all guys. Honestly, they just be lying to you.
I think this would be a good comment. I always wonder why people would date for that long and not get married. Like 5 years, far more than enough. But 7 is absolute insanity.
Right.
I'm not trying to blame you guys, but if you were together for 7 years and not married, then both of you probably had doubts about each other for a very long time.
Yes, because if y'all both know y'all soulmates, why is she still your girlfriend and not your fiance? Or why is she still your girlfriend and not your wife?
Right.
Think about it. 7 years is a long time to date someone. But let me not say too much.
Because what if you're stuck in that situation?
Yeah, and then it's also like, I do know someone who they dated for 9 years, but then it's understandable because she was in school and I guess she didn't want to get married to.
They're together
almost
now?
10 years. Oh, they're married now.
Oh.
They dated for almost 10 years and then they got married. But the girl was in school. And also, I don't blame them. Shoot. The amount of money that that African parents be asking for their girls nowadays, you need some time to make that money. Be honest.
I feel like we should end on a good note. Let me find something like a...
Yeah, find something good. Because
it has been hitting different, hasn't it? Okay.
So, yeah, I know some people who it's worked out for them. But then I feel like with this day and age, and depending on your age too, like, there has to be something that's keeping y'all together, or there has to be something that's keeping you as a girlfriend for that many years. Like she said, is it school? Is it work? Like, what's going on? Do not keep me your girlfriend. Do not make me your girlfriend for 7 years while you're over here doing some stupid stuff. Like, you gotta be in school, or I gotta be in school, or you gotta be making money, trying to better our future, something like that. You find anything? It doesn't have to be.
It's not. I'm reading the subtitle. I haven't read it, but
oh, that is crazy.
So I don't see it being good. But
and somebody said, "Lol, update us, please."
So the title is really interesting, but
I've been telling them they didn't watch out for them people they call sisters.
Okay, like let me save it so we can get updated, but let's talk about it, okay? I'm on my way to F my sister's quote unquote one true love. According to her, he is her one true love. She couldn't have him, so she decided she will only ever F around one of them, my fiance. I know her one true love. I have met him a few times. Now I know why he never wanted her. She's a piece of sugar honey iced tea. Mm-hmm. I contacted him and told him everything. Asked him, begged him to help me her back. He didn't even hesitate. Only problem is that he lives 1,200 kilometers away and couldn't leave town. You can't leave town. What are you? Mm-hmm. So now I'm on a train.
He a prisoner. He got the ankle. What is it? The ankle bracelet.
So now I'm on a train in my way. I will send her a picture of myself in his arm, just venting.
Yes.
I don't want to hear that it takes two to tango, or that two wrongs doesn't make one right, or that I am sugar iced tea as she is, or that revenge wouldn't take away the hurt. I know all it is. I don't care.
Yes.
So keep your judgment for yourself.
Then you should have posted it, because we gonna talk. We gonna yes.
LOL. Yes, update us.
I cannot.
Top comment.
I don't think I would do that to my sister. No matter how much she hurt me, I don't think I would try to seek revenge. That's like ruining the relationship. The person you should be mad at is
him.
Yes. Imagine doing that to your sister and y'all live together. She gonna poison your food or something. Like, no.
How you gonna sleep?
Right, you can't even sleep. You gotta sleep with one eye open.
With a knife under the
right.
Oh my Lord. Go for it. Normally we said that your fiance is the one you should be mad at, but I mean, he may have been your fiance, but she's your damn sister. Mm-hmm. So blow each other's mind and then have fun being petty. I say you earned it.
I feel like it's the guy's fault. Don't try to ruin your sister's relationship. I mean, yes, you already ruined it, but don't make it worse, because that's not good. That is not good.
Yeah, it's not. And like I said, like the comments say, she already know this, too wrong does not make it right, mm-hmm. And she's her sister. Like you said, I would not do that to my sister. I probably will take the high road, even though it would be something hard for me to do because I'm a petty person. But I don't think that's something I would do.
Or like if you feel like you have to seek revenge, do not sleep with her boyfriend. Don't do that. Like, do something else. Don't put too much salt in her food or something.
Do something small.
Right. Don't poison her. Okay, and don't go sleeping with her man. Like, that's dang. Yeah, that's your sister at the end of the day, and he was just a guy, and then the other guy she's dating is just a guy. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, you stuck with one of them, and your sister's the one you stuck with.
Yeah, guys will come and go, mm-hmm. but blood is thicker than water.
Yep. And sisters before misters.
Family comes and go too. LOL. Let's see if I can find a good one to end with, because I think we have touched a lot of heartbreak and I need a cute
story, right? I mean, There's a lot. Go look on YouTube or something.
Right?
Like, I know you can't relate, but you know.
What you mean by that?
Ooh, I can't relate either. Let me stop.
Okay. Today I effed up by not talking to a girl on the train. I just want to get this story off my chest because I hope it will help me forget about it. Yesterday, I was on a train returning home from a trip to a friend who celebrated his birthday. It was a long train ride, and after 2 hours, the train stopped and wouldn't continue. Apparently, there was a medical emergency somewhere along our route. Apparently. We could leave the train to grab food if we wanted to, which I did. Then I saw this girl sit in the hallway on top of her suitcase since she didn't have a seat. She looked really cute and just like my style. After a while, train continued, and after a few stops, the people who I shared my table with left. The girl looked over to where I was sitting. We had eye contact a few times. Cute. I didn't think of it too much, but she then suddenly approached me and sat right in front of me. As she approached me, I got really nervous and I didn't know what to do. There were several other empty seats with tables, but she decided to sit there, and throughout the ride, we caught each other several times looking at each other. I felt like she wanted me to talk to her, and even though I wanted to talk to her, I couldn't muster up the courage to do so. I was really nervous and tried to convince myself that I didn't want to talk to her. We sat together for very long, I think about 2 hours. Eventually, she left one stop before my destination, and I cannot express how much I regret not talking to her. I've had these kind of experiences before, but I never regret it so much. It's kind of eating me up. I can't wrap around my head around my inability to start conversations with strangers. I really enjoy talking to people and feel comfortable talking to girls. However, when it comes to starting a conversation, I struggle a lot. After what happened yesterday, I decided to change this. I don't want to struggle starting conversations anymore and miss opportunities to getting to know people. The regret that I feel is so much more painful than any awkward interaction with a stranger could ever be. DR, I don't know what that means, TR or update or something. On my train ride home, a girl sat right in front of me and probably wanted me to talk to her, which I couldn't manage to do, and now the pain of regret is eating me. Edited. Thank you guys so much for all the positive comments and all the advice. I really feel better now, but I'm still motivated to change. This community is really wholesome, and I get why people even share their stories here.
I feel like if you like somebody, if you see somebody you think is pretty, you like them, go and tell them.
Period. If you see me, I'm looking my best self, come tell me. I mean, I might reject you, but shoot your shot.
Yeah, you can try. Like, tell it. Like, don't keep stuff in. Let them know. Even girls, too. Because I know a lot of times it's usually the guy who walks up to the girl and, you know, whatever. But me, baby, if I like you...
I think it's not an American thing per se, but I think it's an African thing.
Nah, well, African or not. If I like you, baby boy,
I'm shooting my shot.
First of all,
not too African.
I'm not gonna what is it? I'm not gonna
regret.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I like you, we probably have been talking for a while, and if I end up telling you, hey, I like you, or I got feelings for you, whatever, we're gonna have been talking for a while.
Exactly.
But I'm saying, if I see you somewhere and I think you're cute, honey,
I'm gonna look at you.
I might be like, phew, or like something, or I keep looking at you.
Right.
Like, if I'm staring at you, baby boy,
not a creepy way stare.
Not a creepy way, but just look, and then when I see you looking at me, I look away. I be like, and giggling and stuff.
Yeah.
Just know. Yeah, man.
You hit the right spot.
I don't know about all that, but like, just girls, it's okay to go up to a dude and tell him you like him, or tell him that you think he's cute and everything. It's not just for the guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes we gotta shoot our shot too, because guys are too chicken. There's some shy guys out there who don't feel comfortable with doing it. So if both of y'all don't do it and y'all both like each other, y'all both think y'all cute, y'all missing out.
So I think that'll be a good topic one day. Talk about that. The difference of shooting your shots, American edition versus African edition, because I think it's very important.
Yeah.
Because I think we're talking to two different audiences. Yeah. And we don't want to misguide you guys. And next thing you know, like, yo, I shoot my shot, and this guy told me he lost respect, all the likeness for me. Shoot.
Yeah, because apparently some African guys don't like when a girl
shoot their shot.
Yeah, which is just like, okay, we're in the 21st century, baby. Like, get over it. Girl is entitled to her opinion. She can come and tell you. And if you don't like it, she complimenting you. She's saying you're likable. She's saying you're cute. Okay. If you don't like her, just be like, oh, thanks. Don't say Don't be rude, bro. Don't be. If I come to you and you rude to me, I'm coming for everything you got. Don't play with me, bro. Like, I tell you I like you, I tell you you look cute, and then you just like, oh, I would never date you. Yo,
I'll never date you because you told me that you like me first,
or because of how I look or whatever. You this what is it? Disrespect me?
Yeah,
because I don't look how you want me to look. Are you the one who made me?
Ain't no way.
You know,
I think that's a very good topic because we can write a book. I mean, you can write a book, right? And right now, I feel like, we don't want to bore you guys with the Reddit stories. And on top of that story, I think that itself needs its own time, and for us to go research it, and maybe one day we can bring an expert of a person who got rejected so much. Could it be me? But
could it be me?
But I think it's really nice to get a really good perspective. I know a lot of people like to be in foreign relationship, but also I think it's important to know what kind of relationship you get into. And I think that's a good topic to get into. What's a relationship with an African person like? What to expect from an African parent? Yes, that too. What to expect from an African relationship, and what's different, what's alike between American. I mean, I've never dated an American guy.
Me neither.
But we got insight. We got
Actually, I have back in elementary school.
Yeah, I know.
That's been a minute.
I mean, if we're counting that, sure.
Right.
If we're counting that, but we're not. Well, you guys, you have a wonderful day.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Yes. Passing by out. Bye.